Part 5, Mouth of the Monster, Body Art, Creations Made of Human Flesh, Blood, and Bones. Web Urbanist article by Steph. Filed under Sculpture and Craft in the Art category, 8/23/2010. The human body has been used as a canvas for all sorts of art, but perhaps most interesting and rare is the use of human body parts as artistic media. These 12 artists have made human body art that is often controversial and sometimes surprisingly poignant. Mark Quinn. If you're going to do a self-portrait, why not go all out and make the sculpture out of your own frozen blood? That's what sculptor Mark Quinn has done. Quinn's 2006 version of Self was purchased by the UK's National Portrait Gallery for over $465,000. Andrew Krasnow. Is Andrew Krasnow's controversial skin art really a sensitive reflection on human cruelty? The artist creates flags, lampshades, boots, and other everyday items from the skin of people who donated their bodies to medical science. Krasnow says that each piece is a statement on America's ethics. Gunther von Hagens. Perhaps no artist using actual human flesh at his chosen medium has gained such renown as Gunther von Hagens, the man behind the Body World's exhibition of plasticized human corpses. But for all the outcry regarding von Hagen's supposedly disrespectful use of human bodies, there's just as much fascination. Francois Robert's fascination with human bones started with an unusual discovery: an articulated human skeleton hidden inside a presumably empty locker that he purchased. Realizing the potential for artistic expression, Robert traded in the wired skeleton for a disarticulated one so that he could arrange the parts into shapes and designs. Anthony Noel Kelly. British artist Anthony Noel Kelly followed in the footsteps of many artists before him, including Michelangelo, when he closely studied human body parts for his work. But unlike those artists, Kelly illegally smuggled human remains from the Royal College of Surgeons and used them to cast sculptures in plaster and silver paint. Kelly was found guilty of this unusual crime in 1998 and spent 9 months in jail. Tim Hawkinson. Tiny and delicate, almost diaphanous, this little bird skeleton at first seems remarkable simply because it was so well preserved despite the fragility of bird bones. But those aren't bones at all. They're the fingernail clippings of the artist. Wiki Somers. Seemingly carved from concrete, the sculptures of Wiki Somers look weighty and hyper-realistic despite their lack of color. But these everyday objects are more organic than they appear. They're made from human ashes. We may offer Grandpa a second life as a useful rocking chair or even as a vacuum cleaner or a toaster, she told the Herald Sun. Would we then become more attached to these products? Pictures and full article can be found at weburbanist.com/2010/08/23/body art creations made of human flesh, blood, bones, / 41. Broadcast. Small bandwidth, tall antenna, endless cornfields. Corn took over the Midwest. The entire heartland is now genetically engineered maize for the masses. A team of 5 pull off a country road. They are armed with weapons originally supplied by the folks who supplied the folks, who pay for the folks, who run the folks behind the clappers. Now those weapons are used at cross purposes to what those wealthy suppliers intended, whatever they intended. The team of 5 always chooses its targets carefully. Small-time, old-fashioned radio stations broadcasting from a dump on a 2-block main street, or better yet, in the middle of nowhere, like this one at the edge of a cornfield. The more isolated, the better. By current calculation, it would take the local deputy about 9 minutes at top speed, siren blaring, to get to this particular spot from the coffee shop where he's currently having breakfast. They drive a stolen van, not yet reported stolen. Only way to go. These trying times turn honest kids to crime and criminals into murderers. Fortunately, there are no true criminals in this bunch. Perhaps that's why they walk through the front door instead of sneaking in the back. A fine morning to you. I'm pleased to let you know that your coffee break begins early today. When you enter a minimally staffed establishment with guns that look like they've been ripped off the deck of a battleship, no one fights back. Whether the guns are actually armed is immaterial. In truth, one of them is, but that's only in case of dire emergency. My associate may be smaller than his weapon, but he's happy about it. Trigger happy, that is. So I'd avoid sudden movements if I were you. Even the armchair special ops potatoes of the broadcast facility who fancy themselves the hero of every TV show they watch are subdued into stunned silence. They put their hands up, mimicking the way they've seen it done by the non-speaking extras. Kindly step into the storeroom. Plenty of space for all. Grab a legal pad, if you like, and write a memoir of your harrowing experience at our ruthless hands. Someone tries to surreptitiously dial a phone in his pocket. That's only to be expected. By all means, use your phones to call for help, of course. We've blocked outgoing phone signals, but we wouldn't want to deny your false sense of hope. The intruders lock the radio station staff in the storeroom, and the staff makes the best of their time in the tight quarters. The station manager stews, a secretary cries, others grab snacks from a shelf and nervously eat, pondering their own mortality. With the staff locked safely away, the intruders take over the broadcast for a total of 5 minutes, linking into a radio grid, increasing its effective broadcast range by 1,000 miles. Not bad for 5 AWOLs. On their way out, they silently unlock the storeroom, something the station staff discovers about a minute later. They emerge like turtles from a shell to find the station empty of intruders but still broadcasting. Not dead air, because no radio station should ever suffer from the indignation of radio silence. Instead, it broadcasts the same signature song Hayden's guerrilla broadcast team always leaves behind to mark their patronage. Lush tones croon slick on the airwaves. I've got you under my skin.